So eBay in Germany, obviously very late to the game, they are actually starting live selling. This is something that has been in the US, for a very long time, well over 4 or 5 years. If I'm not so sure, if you know when live selling started in the US, please comment in the comment section below. But I received a message a few days ago, and eBay was telling me to actually go ahead and apply for the live selling feature that's going to be rolling out in Germany. It's already out in some categories, but in the category in which I said, which is the used compare categories, desktop PCs, laptops, tablet phones, and all that stuff is not out yet. And I'm already feeling like it promises to be a game changer. I do not know how it was in the US, if they already have live selling feature for this category, which is desktop PCs. But for me, I'm actually thinking that, look, it's going to be a game changer. I'm just taking a look at a situation where somebody wants to buy a desktop PC. He or she is not so sure, and I have the opportunity of being live at a particular time. I can actually go ahead and just market this PC directly to the potential buyer. See, there are some products that do not need marketing, but computers, laptops, phones, these are items that people want to be sure of what they are getting. These are typically very, very expensive items, and nobody wants to just, splash 400 euros, not knowing what he or she expects. See, gone are the days where your photograph alone is enough to sell your product, because people have become so broke. Yes, I'm telling you guys, people have become so broke that before they want to give out, 500 euros or 400 euros, 350 euros, they want to be sure that they are not giving their money to some con artists. Of course, con artists, not in the actual sense of the word, but in the sense that they want to be sure that the item that they're going to get is exactly what the seller has advertised. And the live video feature is one very good feature, to confirm or authenticate that, because when you set the item, you displaying it, you're making, a video of the item. Yes, somebody sees it and the person has the opportunity in the chat session. I'm just going to take a look at if anybody is actually online right now, because yesterday when I was taking a look, I did see that Lego, some people were making a lot of live videos, selling Lego and other stuff. When I took a look, I saw that there were so many shops actually, doing some live broadcasts, with Legos, new Lego products and others. I'm not so sure if they are not being sponsored. Now I see, I'm just taking a look at those are live. I see Black Friday, Pokemon, something like that. And the list goes on and on. Just going to click one of them to see exactly what it looks like. All right. Of course, it's going to be on the mobile app. If you have the option to download the mobile app, definitely you can actually see, people, making live broadcasts. The problem is all these broadcasts are scheduled. I do not see any one broadcast that is, currently now live. I do not know how it works. So what I'm saying is this: if I have a mini PC or a laptop or even a tablet, I have the option of just, bringing it, showing it to the potential buyers and say, look, this is the exact product that you will get if you, go ahead and buy it now. Because it's not a case of you just going to a shop, nobody's talking to you directly, you're just buying and hoping that, the item gets delivered and it's in the very best condition that you have seen in the photograph. Because this time around, I had the possibility to tell the buyer, look, buy this item. I can even go ahead and give you a 5% discount. But this item is in the absolute best condition. When I'm taking a look at the item, while displaying it, I can easily see a little scratch and easily just, show it to a potential buyer and say, look, this particular scratch here is just a little scratch. It doesn't disturb the functionality of the device. But then because it's used, it's expected that here and there might be some scratches all over. But then this is a very good feature. I'm looking forward to it. I have since applied. Hopefully, eBay reaches out to me to say, look, you have been invited. Your account has been, approved to make live videos. And I am definitely going to be taking advantage of this feature. Of course, live selling is going to be a thing, it's going to be the future.